Angelina here, and today I am going to show you the basics of how to measure yourself for online shopping or for sewing, basic sewing projects. Online shopping is really common right now, and it can be very confusing when you're looking at different measurements and they're asking for your bust, your waist, your hips, your inseam, your girth, and all of those different things. And so I wanted to show you guys where these measurements are and how to take them. Okay, so first, if you don't have a tape measure, I'm going to show you just a little hack that you can use if you don't have a tape measure like this one. You can just take a string or a piece of ribbon or a piece of yarn and you do the measuring with that, and then just use a ruler or a yardstick and measure the string. So that's a really helpful tip if you don't have a tape measure. So first, when you're taking your measurements, the overall thing that you want to think about is, how do I want this garment to fit? I mean, that's the bottom line. How do you want the garment to fit? Everybody wants their garments to fit differently. Some people want a loose fit, some people want a tight fit, some people, and then the same person could want different garments to fit different ways. Say for instance, I was going to order these two dresses from Zara's website. The one on the left is supposed to be more like a shift dress, loose fitting. The one on the right is supposed to be a more fitted dress. However, if I am the type of person, I have curves, I want to show off my curves, so I want the red dress to be more of a fitted dress. So when I take my measurements, I might go down a couple of inches so that that dress fits me and it hugs my curves. Now, the one on the right, say for instance, I want that to be more like an open sweater. It has a zipper down the front. I want it to fit like a loose fitted long sweater. So I may add a couple of inches to my measurements in order to get that effect. So that's what I mean by take your measurements according to how you want the garment to fit. Okay, so now I'll go into all the measurements and the technical terms for them so that you'll know when you see, for instance, a girth measurement, what that means. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about the most common measurement, which is your bust. So when I measure my bust, typically I measure around the fullest part of my bust, because when we talk about thinking, how we think about it, that's what matters. I want to know that the fullest part of my bust will fit the garment. So I measure around the fullest part of my bust. And then sometimes they'll ask you for the measurement under your bust. And so you measure directly under your bust. And then let's say they want your waist. Now this is kind of like one of those controversial things. Do they want your belly button waist, or do they want where you typically wear your pants? A lot of people don't wear their pants at their belly button anymore, although high-waisted pants have come back in. So it's all about how you want that garment to fit. So if you want it to fit high-waisted, then you measure at your belly button. If you want it to fit at just a regular pants height, or pants where pants go, then you measure right at your pants. So it's all about how you think about it. Okay, when measuring your hips, you want to measure the fullest part of your hips. And I like to move that tape measure up and down just to make sure I can get it up and over my behind. When taking arm length, make sure you bend your arms slightly, just so that when you actually have the garment and you bend your arms, it doesn't look too short. Okay, sometimes you'll be asked for shoulder width, and shoulder width can be taken from the front or the back, but it's basically a measurement from right where the seam difference between a sleeve and the actual body part of a shirt, that right where that seam, or you want that seam to hit, right on that bony part of your shoulder, from one side all the way to the other. That's where you want to take that measurement. Okay, when you measure for a top, you really want to think about what type of top you're purchasing, or if you're making it for a pattern. So if you're purchasing it online, it'll be just called your top length. But if you're making it on a pattern, it'll be called your bodice front length. And so you want to think about, if it's like a dress, then the top of it can be empire waist, it could be a high waist or crop top, or it could go to my natural waist, or it could be a drop waist. So really consider that when you're thinking about that top measurement. If you're making something using a pattern, you could also be asked for your back bodice length. So that'll be just the length of the top, but from the back. All right, let's consider bottom lengths. Once again, you have to consider where your starting and stopping point is. Do I want these bottoms, whether they're pants or a skirt, do I want them to start from a high-waisted point, or do I want them to start from a natural waisted point? And then when I measure the length, After I've discovered where I want it to start, where do I want it to hit at the bottom? Do I want it to be a mini skirt? Do I want it to be a knee-length skirt? Do I want it to be a midi skirt or right below the knee? Or do I want it to be a maxi skirt? Or if it's culottes, where do I want those culottes to hit? That's very important. Okay, let's talk about girth. When you take a girth measurement, you're going to be measuring for pants. And so first of all, you want to consider, where do I want those pants to hit at the top? Do I want them high-waisted or a natural waist? And so you could basically take the tape measure from the front where you want the pants to hit, through your legs and up the back to where you want the pants to hit. And that measurement is your girth measurement. Next to the girth measurement, they normally go hand in hand, is your inseam measurement. Your inseam measurement is from the inside of your crotch down to the length that you are trying to achieve. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative. If you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It would make me very happy. And definitely check out some more videos. And if you like the projects that we've done on here and you like online shopping, check out my Depop page. I am selling some of the projects that we've done here. And so definitely go check that out. And let me know down below any other helpful videos that you want to see. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.